student, welcome once again to my YouTube chemistry channel Amazing Chemistry Classes. So today we are going to discuss about the reaction mechanism in basics of organic chemistry. We are going to discuss in brief about the reaction mechanism, how reaction proceeds and what are the different stages in through which reaction proceeds. So first topic is the bond fission. Breaking of a covalent bond is called bond fission. There are two types: homolytic fission and heterolytic. First we talk about the homolytic fission, breaking of a covalent bond in such a way that both the atoms और स्पीशीज रिटेन वन इलेक्ट्रॉन ईच. सो बेसिकली मैंने आप लोगों से डिस्कस भी किया था दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द कोवलेंट बॉन्ड्स they are formed because of the sharing of electron between the atoms, between two elements like electropositive and electronegative. So what happened, there are always sharing of electron. If I talk about carbon compounds and if I talk about, there are so many like O2, so they share their electrons, because of which there is a covalent bond. So basically homolytic fission में क्या होता है, जो bond break होता है, because of which the two electrons will go not to the single atom but actually to the both the element equally. Now talking about the reaction mechanism, so breaking of a covalent bond is called bond fission, and there are two types: homolysis. First one is homolysis, that is symmetrical manner. Suppose there is a molecule A2, so when there is a UV light, because of which the molecule gets breakdown, so bond between the two atoms becomes breakdown. So here I have given an example of ethane, where you can see it gets leads to the formation of methyl free radicals, and both the methyl radicals are having equal charges. So breaking of a covalent bond is called bond fission, and it is of two types: homolytic fission. So it results in the formation of free radicals, short-lived, unstable and highly reactive species. Basically when bond breaks, it results in the formation of a free radical or short-lived, and they are highly reactive because they are unstable, and it takes place in the presence of UV light, high temperature, peroxide. Generally the sources for the bond fission is UV light, high temperature and peroxide or sunlight. Now talking about the bond fission, breaking of a covalent bond in such a way that one of the atom or species retain a pair of electron. So there is a second type, that is called heterolytic fission. Heterolytic में basically क्या होता है, one atom will always retain a pair of electron. अब एक के पास तो pair of electron होगा तो दूसरा automatically positive हो जाएगा. जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ example AB compound का दिया, जैसे compound containing A and B atom. So when there is a heterolytic fission, A will have a positive charge because B will contain a lone pair of electron, or vice versa also, depending on the electronegativity. So now reaction mechanism, that is bond fission. So in heterolytic fission, it results in the formation of ions, that is cation or anion, because one ion that contains lone pair of electron is known as anion, and the second one will be cation. Talking about the difference between the homolytic and heterolytic fission, in this case the covalent bonds break symmetrically. In heterolytic, the bond break unsymmetrically. In homolytic, each species will obtain and retain one electron from shared pair of electron. However, if we talk about heterolytic, the more electronegative atom retain the shared electron pair. In homolytic, electrically neutral free radicals are formed which carry an odd pair of electron. In heterolytic, electrically charged ions, that is anions or cations, are formed. Now talking about in homolytic fission, it takes place in sunlight or UV light because lot of energy will be required to bond the break and results in the formation of free radicals. However, in heterolytic fission, it takes place in a polar solvent. Now talking about some reagents, there are two types of reagents, that is electrophilic reagent and nucleophilic. Electrophile, that means electron loving reagents. So these are known as electron loving species. They are electron deficient species because they love electrons. That means they themselves are having the positive charge and they attack the site of high electron density in the substrate. They may be positively charged cations or neutral molecules, and they possess an atom with incomplete octet. उनको लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए बिकॉज दे देमसेल्व्स आर पॉजिटिवली चार्ज. अगर पॉजिटिवली चार्ज है दैट मीन्स उन्होंने ऑलरेडी लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया हुआ है. नाउ टू गेन द स्टेबिलिटी दे हैव टू अटैक वेयर देयर इज अ बल्क ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. So now talking about something more about the electrophilic reagent, they are Lewis acids because Lewis acids are electron acceptors and they accept electron pair from the substrate to form a covalent bond. Examples are NO2 positive, BF3, AlCl3 and proton, that is H plus. Now what are nucleophilic reagent? As I told you, nucleophile means nucleus loving. So they are having lone pair of electron, that is they are anions. They attack the site of low electron density in the substrate. They may be negatively charged or neutral molecules, and they possess an atom with a lone pair of electron. Now talking about nucleophilic reagents, some more characteristic feature, they are Lewis bases because they contain lone pair of electron, and they can donate a lone pair of electron to the substrate and form a coordinate bond. So this is the difference, that they form a coordinate covalent bond. And the examples are like hydroxyine, water molecule, ammonia, and cyanoanion. Now talking about the reaction intermediates, very important point, carbocation and carbanion. So first we are going to discuss about carbonium ion, that is carbanion or carbocation. So carbon atom, carbocation are positively charged ions. बच्चों ध्यान रखिए ना, कंफ्यूज मत होना. Carbocation, cations are always positively charged, anions are always negatively charged. So first we are going to discuss about carbocation. So carbocation atoms, carbon atom is positively charged, they are electron deficient species, and carbon atom possesses 6 electrons in its outermost shell, and they are sp2 hybridized, and its shape is triangular planar. Talking about carbonium ion stability, tertiary is more stable than secondary, then primary, and least is methyl group. So methyl ion is least stable, or methyl cation is least stable. It can accept an electron pair from a nucleophile to form a covalent bond, and it is a Lewis acid. Example is tertiary butyl carbocation is the most stable ion as a carbocation. Now talking about general stability of order of carbocation, so as I told you, the tricyclopropyl carbocation is most stable than dicyclopropyl carbocation. After that tropylium ion, then triphenyl carbocation. After that diphenyl. So this is very important, bacho. You guys can take a snapshot of this. In the bottom I have written that is tertiary butyl carbocation, then secondary, then primary, then methyl ion, and then ethene carbocation. Now talking about the carbanion, first we have discussed about the carbocation, that is positively charged ion. Here we are going to talk about the carbanion, that is the carbon atom is negatively charged. It is electron rich species. Carbon atom possesses right electrons, 8 electrons in its outermost shell, so it is sp3 hybridization and carries a lone pair of electron. Its shape is pyramidal. Okay, and carbanion, it can donate a lone pair of electron to an electrophile to form a covalent bond. Okay, and it is a Lewis base. Example is methyl carbanion. Here you can see, because there is a lone pair of electron over the carbon atom, so it is a negatively charged carbanion. And in terms of stability, here it is reverse than your carbocation. Here tertiary butyl carbocation is, carbanion is least stable, and methyl ion or methyl anion is most stable, then your ethyl anion, and then secondary anion. Talking about the stability of order of different carbanions, you can see there is a sp3 hybridized carbanion, then sp2 hybridized carbanion, and then sp3 carbanion. So sp3 carbanion is most stable than sp2, and then sp2 is more stable than your sp hybridized carbanion. Okay, so allyl and benzyl carbanion through primary are more stable than the simple primary alkyl carbanion due to the resonance. As you can see, जो मैंने आप लोगों को यहाँ पे sp2 hybridized carbon का example दिया, that is your propene. So in propene what happened, there is a scope of resonance between the carbon atom, so it is more stable than your benzyl. Now talking about the benzyl carbanion, here you can see triphenyl carbanion, diphenyl carbanion, and benzyl carbanion. So basically जो हमारा बेंजाइल कार्बेनाइन है वो लीस्ट स्टेबल है, और ट्राइफिनाइल कार्बेनाइन हमारा ट्राइफिनाइल बेंजाइल जो मिथाइल है हमारा वो मोर स्टेबल है. दिस इज द सीक्वेंस. At times questions asked in your competitive exam, and nowadays in your board exam also you get 1 mark question or MCQs also. So this is the sequence which is very important, you have to learn. आप लोगों को बच्चों याद रखना है कौन सा ज़्यादा स्टेबल होता है. जब हम कार्बोकेटाइन की बात करते हैं तो उसमें टर्शरी ग्रुप हमारा टर्शरी कार्बोकेटाइन ज़्यादा स्टेबल होता है, बट हम कार्बेनाइन की बात करते हैं तो उसमें हमारा रिवर्स हो जाता है. क्यों हो जाता है? क्योंकि जो हमारा एल्काइल ग्रुप है उसमें नेगेटिव आई इफेक्ट शो करता है. ओके, सो स्टेबिलिटी के ऑर्डर हम लोगों ने डिस्कस कर लिया है, और इस यहाँ पे हम लोग डिस्कस किया है sp2 sp3 एंड sp हाइब्रिडाइज. हेयर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट बेंजाइल कार्बन आयन ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन. ना ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री सम बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स में हम लोग नेक्स्ट पढ़ रहे हैं. हेयर यू कैन सी देयर इज अ मिथॉक्सी ग्रुप. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट बेंजाइल, तीनों में बेंजाइल ग्रुप है, बट एक में हमारा नॉन सब्स्टिट्यूटेड है विच इज़ इन द सेंटर. Left hand side we are having nitro group because nitro group is electron withdrawing group, and O methoxy group, that is your ether group, it is electron donating group. So electron donating group is more stable than your benzyl anion, and later on nitro, because nitro group क्या हमारा electron withdrawing group हो जाता है, so electron density get reduced, because of which it is less stable. Now carbon free radicals, the species having trivalent carbon atom bearing no charge having odd electrons or unpaired electron is known as free radical. So free radicals are highly reactive species due to the presence of odd or unpaired electrons. Okay, and the free radicals are electron deficient species. Okay, they are electron deficient species, hence considered to be a neutral electrophile. And methyl free radical carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. So बच्चों ये 3-4 पॉइंट्स है जो आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. फर्स्ट है हमारा मिथाइल फ्री रेडिकल, दैट इज CH3 डॉट, it undergoes sp2 hybridization, first point. Second is a free radicals are electron deficient, हमेशा इनके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन की कमी होती है, hence they are considered as neutral electrophiles. They are considered as न्यूट्रल हो गए, इन पे कोई चार्ज नहीं होता. इलेक्ट्रोफाइल मीन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन लविंग. थर्ड पॉइंट हम लोगों का है फ्री रेडिकल्स आर हाईली रिएक्टिव स्पीशीज. दे आर हाईली रिएक्टिव ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑड और अनपेयर्ड नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. Now talking about the stability of a free radicals, so here you can see triphenyl methyl is most stable, then your benzyl, then allyl, then 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree free radical, and the least stable is your vinyl group. Okay, so यहाँ पे मैंने structures के साथ भी दिया है, आप लोग दे सकते हैं. CH2 double bond CH, that is your vinyl group, it is least stable. Then your methyl group CH3, then we talk about primary, secondary and tertiary of 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. Then we talk about allyl. So this is the stability order of a free radicals. बच्चों एक एक स्लाइड आपके लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है टू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज इस पर बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं आपके फ्री रेडिकल्स के ऊपर अगर आप लोग कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं. सो ईच स्लाइड यू हैव टू टेक अ स्नैपशॉट एंड यू हैव टू मेक योर कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर. और नेक्स्ट में हम कार्बीन और नाइट्रीन्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, ये हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे. आई होप अभी तक मैंने जितना भी आप लोगों को पढ़ाया है इस वीडियो में आप लोगों को समझ में आएगा. इन केस आपको कोई टॉपिक नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, यू गाइस कैन राइट डाउन ऑन माय कमेंट सेक्शन. एंड प्लीज़ ये उन बच्चों को शेयर कीजिए जो लोग ट्यूशन्स और कोचिंग अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं. आई एम ऑलवेज सेइंग दैट प्लीज़ हेल्प अदर स्टूडेंट्स, योर कलीग्स, दोज हु कैन नॉट अफोर्ड, दोज हु आर नॉट फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रॉन्ग. एंड मी एज अ एजुकेटर आई विल ऑलवेज बी देयर फॉर यू. आप लोगों को कुछ भी हेल्प चाहिए मेरे से in terms of chemistry subject, in any other subject, you can comment on my YouTube channel. I am always there for you. Till then, goodbye, stay safe and healthy, and keep subscribing my channel. Thank you so much.